And there's someone else who's been talking. Janice Dean, joining us by phone with her reaction to the breaking news. You talked all about justice. And Janice, sometimes justice will come in a way that you hadn't anticipated. We were all focused on the nursing home scandal, lives lost, and that because of this governor's leadership decision. Your reaction today?
I didn't think he was going to do it, Harris. You know, I sat there and I thought to myself, he's going to blame everybody else like he usually does. Blame her, blame them, wasn't me, God, Mother Nature, New York Post, all of the things he blamed for his nursing home decision. So I was waiting for him to do the same, and I was waiting for him to say, you know, I'm going to stick it through because I believe I'm innocent. And instead, he said he was resigning, and I'm in shock. I'm not going to lie. I got a text from my sister-in-law, and I texted my husband, and I said, he's gone. And I got to be honest with you, he had my in-laws' memorial yesterday at a firehouse in Brooklyn where Mickey spent 23 years of his career. And a lot of us were talking about maybe today would, you know, yesterday when there was the memorial for my in-laws, that maybe he would resign, you know, some kind of divine intervention. And it happened the day after. And I will say that I believe that being on the side of the angels has helped us. And he has nowhere to go. You know, he had nowhere to go. He was in a corner, and people were jumping off the sinking ship like rats. So today is a good day, but I will say this, Harris, I want justice. I don't want this to be the end of the chapter. I want those investigations to continue. I want justice for those women, those brave women that came forward, and I want justice for those who have no voice, who are in a grave right now because of his mandate. Don't forget the over 15,000 loved ones that deserve answers. We haven't talked about those people. You know, it's gotten caught up in the Me Too stuff, and I get it, and it's important, and it's abuse of power. That's what this guy has been leading with for the last, you know, 3 terms, is abuse of power, and it is over today. But do not forget that he has many investigations, some that could turn criminal, and his corruption runs deep.
Well, you know, the way that you put that, Janice, is so true in terms of how you go after this next. And we don't know what's next. What we do know is that on this day, the unexpected happened. And you mentioned your loved ones and memorializing them yesterday. Our prayers and our love and our thoughts are always with you, Janice Dean. And we are alongside you for the fight in all these cases, because there will be thousands of them if you split them up, over 15,000 of them. He could be a very busy guy for a very long time if the law continues its pursuit. Janice Dean, I know everybody on the panel wants to talk with you. Kaylee?
Yeah, Janice, you know, you mentioned this is not the end, but perhaps just the beginning. And, you know, you're right, the Judiciary Committee, this was just one component of what they were looking at. You mentioned the nursing home deaths. They likewise were researching, or looking into rather, the usurping of state resources for family members and for personal favors, and also a cover-up pertaining to bolts on the Mario Cuomo Bridge. What do you anticipate comes next, particularly on the nursing home scandal that has been so dear and near to your own heart?
I've been talking with Assemblyman Ron Kim, who has been in this fight for a very long time with me. You know, it has nothing to do with politics. The governor likes to say that this is all about politics. The only person that was making it political was him. You know, Ron Kim is a Democrat. He was affected personally by his uncle losing his life in a nursing home because of COVID. And so we became friends. We had the same goal, and that is to not let the nursing homes, the issues go away. And he has assured me as early, you know, as late as this morning, that he will continue his fight within the assembly to make sure that our family members we get answers and accountability. I'm not sure what that looks like, but I believe him. I believe because he has a loved one that he lost as well, and he and I have become good friends, and so I'm hopeful. I would like President Biden to continue his DOJ investigation, but we do know that they they stopped that one, and I would like accountability for the other states that had mandates to put COVID-positive patients in nursing homes. But you're right, there is a laundry list of scandals surrounding this governor. The Friends and Family COVID test, that's a big deal. Why? Because nursing homes could not get COVID tests to test incoming patients, but yet the governor gave those tests away, those precious tests, to his friends and his family and Chris Cuomo, and that makes me sick, using state resources to drive to their personal homes in the Hamptons to get a test and then drive that test up to Albany and use those state resources when nursing homes literally could be saving lives with those tests. Shame on them. And that should be a criminal action.